So good morning students, how are you all? Myself Jyoti Rathore, and today we have to continue chapter 1 economics of class 9th. So let us continue. So students, in my previous topic, in my previous video, I had already started the chapter and some of the things related with the story of Palampur I already explained you. As I told you, this very simple chapter, only 2-3 main topics are there and we have to cover our whole lesson within these topics. So let us see this one. See now, overview we had seen. Then introduction of this village Palampur, that already I explained you. Then this organization of production, this also I explained you. Now farming in Palampur, this is based on following factor. Among these factors, first land is fixed, this I already explained you. Change in the method of cultivation, multiple and modern farming. Then sustainability of land, up to here I already explained you. Now from this distribution land I have to continue my topic. See now, distribution of land. About 1/3 of 450 families are landless in Palampur. See, a huge number of people are living together, but nearly 450 families, they are not having any land. Clear? They are working on others' land. That is the condition of Palampur. Now here you see, 250 families cultivate small plot of land less than 2 hectare in size and remaining 60 family cultivate more than 2 hectare of land. So this is the economic condition. Some of the people, they are having their own land and some of the people, they are cultivating others' land. This is the condition, economic condition of Palampur village. Now here you see labor. Some farmers are work on their own land and some work on another land for which they receive wage. Wage, you know, wage means mazduri. Okay? So some of the people, they are working on another land and on that basis they are getting some wages also. Whatever decided by those big farmers, they are giving them. Then wages can be in cash or any other kind. Wages varies from region to region, crop to crop and one farm activity to another. Now these are the ways, these are the different ways how these big farmers, they are giving wage to other people. First one is, it can be varied on the basis of region to region. Region to region in the sense, some of the region, they are very much fertile. Clear? The productivity is very high. But some of the region, they are low fertile and productivity level is very low. So on the basis of that, farmers are giving wages. Then second thing, crop to crop. Some of the crops like this wheat, rice, no, they are high producing crops. Now when people are selling those crops in the market, they are getting good values. But some of the crop, they are very low productive crop. Like if we are talking about tomato, no? Before some of the time you heard, no, the cost of tomato was very less. So it could be varies. No? Either that crop should be very high, high amount, getting higher amount, or it is getting lower amount. Then crop and one farm activity to another. Some of the people, some of the farmer, they are adopting group farming activities. Clear? But some of the farmers, they are not having such kind of activities. No, they are not very much rich. So on the basis of that also, people are getting their wages. Then the next thing is capital. Capital, you know, capital means cash. No? Some kind of amount which has to be paid. This capital either in the form of amount or in the form of land also. No? So the capital. Huge capital is required in the method of modern farming. Modern farming, children, as I told you, some of the farmers, they have adopted such kind of method. And for modern farming, definitely good tools are required. Now good ways, good methods are required. For that method also good amount of capital is required. First thing, small farmers have the lack of capital. Definitely poor farmers, they are not having capital. So their methods are very old, traditional methods they are following. They borrow money from large farmers and the money lenders at higher rate of interest. So this is the basic thing. Why most of the people, they are under huge debt. Most of the farmers, they are under huge debt. This is the reason because they have to take some money from these money lenders. and these money lenders, they are having, they are keeping some high interest rate upon them. There are three types of capital which are mostly used in any organization, that is working capital, fixed capital and human capital. As I am telling you, capitals, definitely different types of capitals are there. First one is working capital. Working capital, when we are talking about money, money which can work. Today I have huge money, if I am giving my money to someone, it could be a working capital. Then second thing is fixed capital. Fixed capital in the form of land. Clear? And the third thing is human capital. Human capital in the form of labors which are required to cultivate the land. So this is all about capital. Okay. Then the next thing, selling of farm product. Surplus products are sold to medium and large farmer by small farmers. Okay. Now in this cultivation method, in this farming method, we have already seen that small farmers, if they produce something, that storage they have to sold out. Sold out to whom? Sold out to big farmers. And those big farmers, either they have directly sell the things into the market, or they have to give those things to the government or other people. Clear? This is the process. This type of procedure should be followed. Surplus product means extra. Clear? Like productivity of 1 ton is there. If they are producing 1.5 ton, that half ton would be their surplus product. After that, medium and large farmers sell their surplus directly to the market. Now this is the next process. Clear? They are producing the thing, they are giving to the farmers. Those farmers, they are selling the things into the market. And then the traders buy the product from the market and sell the product to the shopkeeper in the towns and city. So we people, how we are getting the things? We are getting from different shops. And on those shops, from these farmers only things are available. Clear? So first step, second step and third step. In this way, productive level of productive goods, they are coming into the market. And now, so up to there we had talked about farming activity. Now I just want to tell you about the non-farming activities. Now here you see non-farming activities of village Palampur. 25% of total population is engaged in non-farming activity in Palampur. So children, up to here we are talking only about farmers, those who are directly involved in the farming activity. Now from here I just want to tell you that rest of the people, those who are not at all farmer, what they are doing? They are doing non-farming activity, and nearly 25% population is there. Okay. Now you see, small scale manufacturing in Palampur, small scale manufacturing is done. Basically the work is carried out at home or in the field with the help of family labor. So labor is hired directly. Okay. So these labor people, labor class people, they are hired directly and they are also working in the field area. So these labor, they are not directly involved, they are indirectly involved in farming. And then transporting, you know, okay. So people and goods are carried from one place to another through transporting services. Okay. People also moving and goods also moving. Goods means things. Clear? Those things are also moved and people are also moved with the help of transport from one place to another. For this service, the worker get paid. Clear? So the people, those who are involved in this transport, they are also paid here. And then in Palampur, road is a mode of transportation. So definitely it is a poor village, it is a very poor kind of place. So the people, those who are traveling, they have to choose only one mode, that is road transportation. Okay. And then dairy. So this one we had seen manufacturing, then transport we had seen. Third thing is dairy products. Dairy is a major source of earning money in Palampur. Definitely in village area we had seen that people are getting milk directly. No? So directly, so many of the people, they are involved in such kind of business. Those who are having their cow, their buffaloes, their goat, they are involved directly in this business. And then dairy is a type of a business where harvesting or processing of animal milk are done mostly from cow and buffaloes. This is a very simple line. With the help of these animals, they have to produce their own things, and with the help of those produced things, they are selling the things into the market area. No? Home to home delivery they have to do. So with the help of that also they earn directly. Without any investment they are earning the money. Then shopkeeping. Shopkeeping is also a source of earning in Palampur. Definitely small shops are there, roadside shops are there. With the help of those shops they are earning the money. And then shopkeepers earn money by selling a wide range of items like rice, wheat, sugar, tea, oil, biscuits, soap, toothpaste, batteries, candle, notebook, pen, pencil and so many things are there. So common usage thing. People are using common things. All those common things are available on those roadside shops. Clear? So these shopkeeping, this is a very common business. This is a non-farming activity of village Palampur. Now children, up to here our whole lesson is there. Okay, so we had seen some of the farming activities, some of the non-farming activity and all together this is our whole lesson. I think thrice I am telling you this very simple lesson. So please children, my kind request to all of you, just go through the lesson, read the lesson and very nicely you are getting the things. If any long answer would come, no? In the case of long answer, only these two things will come. What are the farming activities and what are the non-farming activities of Palampur and what are the sources also. Clear? These three questions are there on the basis of our whole lesson. So children, just go through the lesson, just read the lesson and find out your own notes. Try to make your own notes on the basis of this whole lesson. Okay. So, I hope so. We have to meet very soon in our classroom. Till then, you have to study on the basis of these notes only. Clear? So, please keep studying. So, thank you all of you.